Some of you theologians out there, religious scholars, religiously inclined, will probably understand what I'm saying here. Some of you may not. Some of you may not have any religious inclination, and you'll think to yourselves, I can kind of relate to that. You become familiar with certain concepts, with certain things, right? Heaven, hell, up there, down there, all that really heavy declamatory shit. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? Well, Hammer, up here, Jesus says, all you have to do is claim me as your Savior, and you will be open to the kingdom of heaven. Oh man, you'll get it all. You get it all, nigga. You get the Transformers, you get the G.I. Joes, you get that buxom blonde that you always wanted. You get total satisfaction. You get clarity of thought. You get it all. Whatever you want, just give your soul to me. Downstairs. That devil, Mephisto, Beelzebub, says to you, I got a contract for you. I'll give you anything that you want. Anything. It's within my power. I can do that. I used to be an angel, All you got to do is sign on the dotted line. I'll give you any fucking thing that you want, filthy human. I'll grant all your wishes. I'll make it all come true. I need something from you. I need your soul. So, they want your soul. They want your soul. They're both promising you everything. Sounds a lot like the PUA community today, doesn't it? The old divide and conquer. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
You're watching Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk.
If you just come on over here and you show deference to females, we're gonna make sure that you get everything that you ever wanted, boy. Everything. We're gonna give you the pleasure of going out and working for 20, 30, 40 years, raising them kids up, supporting that family, being a man. It's what men do. It's funny. It's funny to sit around and watch possibly the fourth that I'm aware of, reformation of the PUA snake oil salesman community. Fourth. You would figure if your business model was successful that there would only be one. You'd think. You can have various reasons for this not being the case. Most of it is going to be because your business model is faulty. Because you have made a business out of helping men. You see, the best dope dealers in the world know how to cut that dope. You know what I'm saying? Give you just enough, but not give you the full shit. The full shit might kill you. It might just take their customer base and turn them out. That's what the full shit might do. That's the uncut dope. That's the uncut truth of the red pill. When you cut the truth, when you cut the red pill and you blend it with blue pill ideology, which is basically mainstream ideology, your disposability, the futility of that utility. When you do those things, you get initial success, lots of initial success, because what you are saying sounds correct. But at the end of the day, what are you actually doing? You are lining them pockets. You are relieving vulnerable and susceptible men who are mentally shattered and broken, lost and confused, coming out of their blue pill malaise, trying to find some guidance, and you're fucking them. You're harming them. You. Donovan Sharp, Dream Johnson, the MGTOW dictionaries of the world. You're the ones harming them. What a fucking world we live in, where something so simple as getting together and mating can cost you everything. And it will. It will cost you everything. Who else can I throw in there now? It grieves me, it breaks my heart to see what's going on around here. Some folks have referred to this as men tearing each other down, petty beefs and conflicts. Oh, we've got to settle this behind closed doors. Do you know why it gets settled in public? Because behind closed doors, fuckery happens. That's why it gets settled publicly, so that the public can decide. You see? So that there's a fair and equitable opportunity for people to get their opinions in there, to get their choices out, to do what they need to do. I settle nothing behind closed doors unless it's called for, unless it's already peaceable. If it's a little bump, if it's a disagreement or something, you say, wait a minute, what do you really think about that? And then we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll hash it out. But this is not the same thing. Convention for, what was it? Men's Excellence, CME. Can't monetize estrogen is more appropriate to me. CME. Things like this, and it wasn't that long ago. These were the same group of people that were talking about make women great again and charging $2,000 for motherfuckers to get a ticket to that one too. It absolutely shreds every atom in my brain to know that there are people out there that are fucking gullible enough to fall for this. And it hurts my heart to see people that have had trust in the MGTOW community jump on that bandwagon. Gents, I said a long time ago, well, it wasn't that long ago. It's only a year, 2 years, year and a half, that I was going to go out of my way to expose people that are butt-fucking vulnerable men. And guess what? The exposure is here. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to do nothing. I mean, I have my opinions on things, of course. So that side, the PUA sector of the manosphere, is in complete fucking disarray. And that's another little thing I want to bring up. This CME. Don't be surprised if you see people like Richard Cooper or somebody else come out down the road talking about rebranding the manosphere. We're just going to distance ourselves from the man. Oh, it's become too toxic. Oh, I cannot tell a lie. Ah! It's nauseatingly funny. Nauseatingly funny. Humorous to continue to see these people slip their skins constantly. And slightly disturbing to see men that I'm familiar with jump up in it. I said a month or two ago, I was becoming increasingly concerned by these so-called MGTOW channels. Now, y'all need to really think about your branding. You really do. Okay, because you're not following the philosophy, you're branding yourselves now. You are not MGTOW channels if you have female guest after female guest, female speaker after female speaker, and they're trying to put their fucking 2 cents in. And I have watched many of these. And I have watched these females direct and guide the conversation, the narrative. And I watched the men, these powerhouse fucking men, just kind of like, that fucking chin falls, them shoulders tuck up, and they're like, yes, dear. Come here. This is a secret, so don't tell nobody. If you're doing this, you're not actually a MGTOW. And if you notice the scruff, that's right. I'm going to shave this down here in a couple of weeks. Let all this come back. I'm going to start this motherfucking beard early this year. My good friends, and you know who you are. Some of you might say, well, how do I know that we're good friends? Because we share the same mind. We share the same ideals, the philosophy of MGTOW. The philosophy of MGTOW is not to monetize other human beings, not to take advantage of them. And of course, one of these fuckwads will come out and say, what, you're doing it. Chronic has a PayPal. Chronic is shilling, and he's ruthlessly honest about the shilling. And he's not a MGTOW. And he knows that, and we know that, and that's why we get along. Plain and simple. And he sells fucking shirts or art. I sell shirts or art. That's what I do. So if somebody makes the choice to jump over there to that store and buy a shirt or buy some art, thank you. Thank you very much. It helps supplement the income. It adds to my ability to help out down the road. How many times have you been on them streams where I've dropped 50, 100, 200, 500? How many times have you seen that? You've probably seen that. Plain and simple, gents. Plain and simple. I ask, but I give. It's that simple. Oh, it's a big old fucking dog here. Big old noisy fucking dog. And then that motherfucker on the leash ain't too bad, though. I shouldn't say that. That woman's actually kind of nice. Keeps to herself. Does her thing and comes out and walks that fucking beast of a dog. So I just wanted to tell you, gents, there's always a power play for your soul. There's always a power play going on for your emotions. There's always somebody trying to stick something in your face to make you feel something so that you will act a certain way and do a certain thing. There's always something out there to get you to undermine your own self-interest. And I don't mean self-gratification when I say self-interest. Don't get the two confused. What do they say in war? It's a battle for hearts and minds. It's not a battle to kill the enemy. It's a battle to win the population. Right? That's what this is. That's what it is now. It's what it is then. It's what it is in the future. That's the way it's always going to be. The ultimate weapon against this type of manipulation, and this is outright manipulation, is you. You have to be strong enough mentally, to see this shit coming. When you see this, pay me. When you see that, turn the fuck around and find something else to listen to. Turn around and find something else to listen to. The content creators over here on the MGTOW Red Pill side of things that have opted in for this shit, it's disappointing, but it's not unexpected. They say that everybody has their price. I agree with that. My price is too high for anyone to pay. It doesn't come in the form of currency. It comes in the form of male sovereignty. That's my price. That's my price. Men taking their rightful positions at the head of the table. Men fucking do everything. They do it faster, longer, harder, and better. They should be the ones distributing. Motherfuckers should be falling at their feet, begging for forgiveness for the way that they've treated them over the last 50, 70, 80 years. Of course, we know that that's not going to happen. That's why you cut them out of your life. It's your life. It belongs to you. It's the only unique thing about you is it's your life. You walk your path. If you want to amble around, I can't blame you for that. If you want to run with a purpose, I can't blame you for that. But don't just give it away. Don't fall for the snake oil bullshit that comes with this conference for male excellence. Oh, preached to you by a bunch of fucking scrubs that continue to fail at fleecing men, so they rebrand and rebrand and rebrand and rebrand. And we've been here before. We've been here before. I've seen this shit go on in the racing world for 45 fucking years. 45 years. Power play after power play after power play. Struggle after struggle after struggle. Nothing ever changes. The fucking sport gets beat down. Ownership changes hands. Audiences and money go somewhere else. Nothing ever changes. It's the same thing over here. It won't ever change on that level because you have a job to do. What's the job? You have to identify your sovereignty. You have to identify your self-actualization. That's what you have to do. You have to make abso-fucking-lutely sure that there's nobody that's interfering with that on any level. That's what you have to do. I don't normally come out and tell you that you have to do anything, but if you decide that you're not going to do that, that you're not going to take the fucking bumps, that you're not going to endure the pain of self-examination, enjoy doing what you're doing. That hamster wheel is big. You could put a lot on the hamster wheel. Don't fall for the grift, gents. People can look you right in the face like they did last night on that little ad that I played for you. This is not a grift. Okay. What I would say to the MGTOW and the red pill men out there that I have respect for, that have decided to participate in this bullshit, you should get as far away from this as you possibly can. This was very poorly conceived. The only motivation for being in this at all is monetary. Now, I know somebody like Pop is going to say, well, it's to spread the word. It's an opportunity to see a different stage. Hey, I can't fault that. I can't fault that. But you don't fall in bed with the motherfuckers that have relentlessly been trying to tell you that you're a piece of dog shit for the last 4, 5, 6 years, that have stymied you and hammered on you every single step of the fucking way, and now you're like this on the same stage. Might as well be a goddamn proctology fucking exam. You guys have to think better than that. You're too goddamn old and too fucking experienced to be this dumb.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.